Destiny 2 has been around for a very long time now, and with that is going to come some faults from new players and some old players. Today, I'm going to be telling you 10 things that you might be doing wrong in Destiny 2. Number 1, a very simple mistake is allowing your Orbs of Power to fade out before you pick them up, giving you your super, or maybe giving you an armor charge or something that's key to your build. So definitely pick them up. They've only got about a minute lifespan, so be quick. With that first tip, the second one comes in a pair with it. Use your super more often. This will generate more orbs for not just yourself, but your teammates as well, allowing you to cooperate with your teammates, constantly generating orbs for each other. This could go good for your builds, as well as just overall having a good maintained super. So if you have a hunter with tether, it's nice to tether the ads to give maybe your Bubble Titan or your Well Warlock some orbs so they can get their super back too, just in case you guys need some really quick help. Another tip for new seasons to quickly level up is to start working on weekly bounties, as well as the seasonal challenges. Those things are going to be extremely helpful and will help boost your level up to be ready for the endgame content that's coming up in that new season. As well as that, I want to let new players know that using mods that are on your Ghost are actually really beneficial, especially something like the Blinding Light mod, which will help you catch up to the endgame content if you're a little bit behind. The Blinding Light mod specifically gives you that 12% increase bonus to XP. And then once you get into the later stages of Destiny, what you want to do is start grinding for specific builds. So, for example, if you want to use a Discipline Armorer mod for getting bonus stats to your Discipline attributes. As a Hunter main, using invisibility is almost always a nice to go to for abilities. Would you believe it if I told you that you might be using it wrong? You should typically be using the ability behind cover so enemies stop shooting at the area or direction that they last saw you in, and possibly killing you, making it seem like invisibility is a useless stat, which I sometimes also fall behind on. Using it behind cover, they'll continue to shoot at the cover, where you can move away from the cover, free and safe, and go revive a teammate or get to a better position. But if you use it on the open, a lot of the times, enemies, especially ones that have ranged weapons or just guns in general, are going to continue to shoot in the general direction that they last saw you in, most of the time resulting in you getting hit and possibly dying if you were already low. A pretty good tip to look at also is making custom changes to your keybinds, your controller inputs, or whatever it is that make the most sense for you specifically. The default controls might do the job, but you can enhance your playstyle by changing these inputs to better preferred methods for you instead. We all know Titan mains like to punch everything. It's been that way since the dawn of time. In this day and age, it's a little smarter to use a finisher on an enemy such as a Curse Thrall or maybe an Exploder Shank instead of punching them. That'll save you some time and maybe even some revive tokens later on once you get into the harder endgame content. If you start feeling bored or burnt out of what you've been doing or using lately in Destiny 2 and want to spice things up, take a look around Google or YouTube and find some new builds to try out. Maybe even hop on a new class. If you play on a Hunter, try out a Warlock or a Titan, and vice versa. Spicing up your builds and your weapon loadouts can give you a little bit more variety and something new so you don't constantly feel like you're doing the same thing or playing with the same things that you always are. This is especially helpful for those players that are just one build kind of players. Gives you a little bit more variety. Another useful tip is to stop jumping around so much. Making yourself an easier target in PvP and in PvE is never smart. Especially when you get to hard endgame content in PvE, you're going to encounter enemies that have one-shot capabilities, especially from long distances, such as hobgoblins. They're essentially the jackal snipers of Destiny 2. And with that being said, if you're jumping around and exposing yourself constantly, you're going to run into issues where you're going to get sniped from distances that you didn't know that they could even see you at. And the same could go for PvP. If you jump around a lot, you're going to make yourself an easier target, so people with snipers or maybe shotguns or even grenade launchers can hit you while you're still in midair and you have zero dodging capabilities. Now here for the mode Onslaught, a lot of people try to pick up the ADU batteries to try to heal the ADU, and when they throw them, they try to get a direct line of sight. But what you didn't know is that you could actually throw these from around a corner, so much as even a 90-degree angle, if you just throw it in the right direction. So you can get these ADU batteries to go at a 90-degree angle curve straight to the ADU, rather than trying to always get a clear exact line of sight, because sometimes they kind of do their own magnetic pull towards the ADU and don't exactly go where you want them to. Another thing with Onslaught specifically is, if you're going to pick up the heavy ammo box, try to alert your teammates that you're doing it. If you're not playing with them or not in a voice chat, and maybe they don't pay attention to the text chat, try other methods like shooting them or mailing them or getting in front of their face to let them know that you are picking up the heavy ammo box so they're alerted so they can also get the benefits. Because not only do you get heavy ammo from that box, you also get special ammo. So it's really important to try to be a good person and alert your teammates that you're going to be picking up that box. That was more than just 10 things that you might be doing wrong in Destiny 2. If this video was helpful, hit that like button down below. It lets me know that you guys appreciated it and I helped you in some way or fashion. If you want to see some more gaming content in the future, some more game nights, or any kind of content regarding Destiny, build guides, anything of the sort, let me know down in the comments below what you want to see. Also, down in the comments, give me an emoji of how you feel about the final shape so far and the things that we've gotten from Bungie so far to be showcased for the new expansion coming out. With all that being said, thank you for checking out this video, and I'll see you guys later.